Hello. Just give me a tick, making sure we're all good, and then we'll get going. Close that. That's me, alright. I need to turn the sound off, otherwise I'll just continue coughing forever. Copy. Now, streaming The Witcher 3.
They all want.
Shut up! Goddamn adverts. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Alright. We're good, connection's all fine, so let's go. Hello everyone, welcome to another stream of The Witcher 3. Where we last left off, we came to a cemetery and met with a vampire because he's our friend, and his name is Regis. And we are trying to find some stuff for him, which are old sort of things. It's like we learned about a spoon wipe or something. So we have to try and get the saliva from it, which is not going to be nice or not disgusting. There's a biography? I must have missed this because I haven't read it before. 428 years old. Huh. Okay. Why does it sound like someone's using a keyboard in here? Arkadius Brovik lived to a ripe old age. In fact, he lived so long he died of boredom. I'm having troubles readjusting to these controls because I've been playing a game where I have to click in the stick in order to do things. Mocap Tower. Is there any particular reason why you're smoking? If there is no death, does life exist? If we were to create a goddess we humans have, what would we like? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Right. Let's go return to Hughes, because we need to go find those testicles. The rock testicles. It's been a day, and he should be finished by now. Oh, hi. Son of a bitch. I'm covered in green. Damnable things. Anyway, let's return to town before something else happens. Come on, Roach. Shouldn't take too long to get back into the main city. Okay. Thank you for shouting that into my ear. You cannot do that here. Whoa. Ride a horse? For some reason my horse would not change direction. Come on. I just noticed we have a butt flap for the horse saddle. I've only just realised that. I haven't really been staring at Roach. By the way, if you hear me sniffing and coughing still, I'm still sick. Which has been a while. I'm starting to think that maybe I've got something worse than a cold, but it's weird. I don't know. Come on now. Go on through the house? No, I have to go around.
Never thought I'd live to see.
Bon Vivanti.
Greetings.
Why do you have a name? Oh right, I accidentally saved twice at some point. Hello? Oh, you're still here. That's good.
I'm back.
Shh, shh. Not so loud. You'll wake her. She'll want another go.
Wake who? Rosalinda?
Louisa, her cousin. She's voracious. Got an inexhaustible appetite. But I'm tapped out. What's it matter that the spirit is willing when the flesh is simply spent? My heart near leapt out of my chest last time.
Well, I mean, you signed up for it.
Here, you must take the testes, and Lebioda grant your strength, as I dare say you will need it.
Okay then, thank you. That was easy. Time to return.
Is that a witch, Majorshepard?
One of the knights withdrew from the tourney. They say it was because of an itch he'd obtained at the bells. Quite hard to scratch and you know.
Oh, you're all called Bon Vivantes. Okay, I thought it was just a single person with that name. Mr. Testicle Man, I have your testicles back. Save again, just in case.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
I have.
Yep, got them back.
Lepioda's luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude.
5 XP.
And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
Thanks. So I have to come in tomorrow. Remember that, guys. Turn up the next time, so I can touch it for free, even though I've been touching it all day. I meant to go to quests. Go to the Duke Hall to learn the details of the contract. Is that in this area? Yes, it is. It's not actually that far. Out of my way! I'm on a mission. Are you disgusted by my presence or something?
Yes, a face no ointment could
What's new, mon ami?
Before long.
Alright, let's delete this and save here, and then go in.
Witcher fairy tales.
I have heard you need a witcher. I am here, Camalengo.
Greetings, brave hero.
I am Raphael de Serman, and I am the Ducal Camerlengo.
I'm Geralt. So what is it you do here?
I pay the knight's errand.
For what?
Our knights wander the roads, protecting Toussaint from bandits and monsters. It is fitting and just that they be recompensed appropriately.
Oh, considering there's still monsters and bandits everywhere, they're not doing a good job.
Note, sir, that should you successfully smash a hands, save a brother knight from peril, or extract a captured merchant from the hands of cutthroats, come see me. You shall be rewarded.
Sounds good. You sell things too? He does? Okay.
Wouldn't mind a glance at your books. Ones you're willing to sell, that is.
Oh, you sell books. That's just junk. Note. You got a note and a book. I'm gonna take these just in case they're important for some reason. Civil War and Toussaint. I've missed a lot of books. I was gonna take them all. Geralt, the learned one. Now, is that gold? It's resin. Right, I don't need that many. We can sell these. For a decent coin. I'll keep the meteorite because I need to break those down. Rusty hammer, axe, bottle. I'll keep the meteorite, sell the haft. Old map of Toussaint. I only need one of these books, not 3 of them. If anything, I don't even need one. But the thing is, I can never tell which ones I need for a quest and which ones I don't, unless it specifically says quest. You know, sometimes I might want to read one of these books again in the future. Damn it! I keep going too far to the left, so it takes me too high. Alright. Do you buy any of these? No, you do not. You will buy one of these, though. I'll sell you the lesser. Dasbog. Lesser Gwen, lesser Gisellard. Jordan, Axie, and you won't take that because you've got no money left. Well, thanks for the money.
Can't help but be curious, but where do the funds for those payments come from?
The ducal treasury, of course. Her illustrious highness Anna Henrietta assigns great value to bravery and selfless patriotism. It is her standing order that any knight may receive a wage, pardon me, financial compensation for his dedication to defending the duchy's internal security and order.
Okay, I was told to come here. Was not for nothing? Okay, bye.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
Complete the contracts you took from the Camerlengo. Oh, I guess I have to buy them.
Too much out again.
I am surprised it hasn't come up with the option to read things. Book. Nothing. Nothing. If they're not darkened, that usually means that you haven't read it yet. Year 7081 marked the end of the final end of the Elven rule in Toussaint, the closing of an era that had lasted over 1,500 years. Okay. Gwent to history. Today Gwent card players can be found almost anywhere from Skellige Isles, where the game was introduced by the druid Ermion. So it's a relatively new thing then if it was introduced by Ermion, who's still alive. Last basilisk of its kind, a study in oncology. Okay. Photo of the proto-fleder. A distant ancestor derived here from the parallel sphere centuries past. Has remained untouched by any post-conjunction evolutionary process. In our time the proto-flares are extremely rare. Okay. Proto-flares are thus lesser vampires. Alright. Bats and Shales Mars. Bats which produce a specific sound to conduct echolocation based on how these sound waves bounce off potential obstacles make for good examples of this. Curiosity, Shale Mars. Mighty though completely blind monsters have developed a similar mechanism. Alright. Me, My Panther and I by Abigail Letty. This is like the King and I, is it? Or is it Me, Myself and I? Luckily I turned out the beast was no relation, but a little panther. Van Grot's amazing anti-flitter stratagem. They are unable to run properly, cannot bear direct sunlight, and are generally none too wise. Some flitters hunt alone, whereas others prefer to attack in groups. Blah 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 blah. Okay. History in the Fortress of Duntine is chronicled by Le Papillon. Papillon. How do you say that? Slavus. Okay. Alps, Bruxa's dangerous cousins. It revealed that the seemingly erroneous accounts were in fact describing an Alp, not a Bruxa. Guide to the Vineyards of Toussaint, Volume 1, the Sans Retour Valley. The famous Est. Verminto. The Pleasure Valley. The tenebrous wilderness of Cade Mirkvid. A druidic sanctuary which, as the result of treaties signed with the Duchess Rose, enjoys full autonomy in its internal affairs. Cool. Curious customs of the Toussaint excerpts. Roman of Gisjon or Martinus de la Plaque. A thing of the past now. So I ask, is that noble, is that dignified? Should a knight and nobleman, after all, receive payment for his heroic deeds? Or should they just not get anything and be completely poor and unable to support themselves? Master Faramand's thoughts on elven architecture. On hunting basilisks. I don't think we've come across a basilisk yet. Natural born killers, a study on Garcanes. Lesser vampires, do not be misled by this terminology. Extremely dangerous and devious creatures which men stand no chance of defeating even when greatly outnumbering the beast. A highly developed sense of smell. Once they are on your track, you're as good as dead. They have a special taste for adolescents and children. Great. Seeks out diversions. The Adventures of Spiky and a white called Franconi. Okay. Slizzards through the edges. Slizzards were simply wyverns in their highest stage of development. A slizzard, claimed the author, is nothing but a fully mature wyvern that has developed fur glands. Utter rubbish. Let it be known once and for all that Charles von Lynn is a filthy fopdoodle and an uneducated knucklehead. A slizzard is not by any means the same beast as a wyvern. Hubert Belast. Okay. Huh. A code duello. For dueling with every self-respecting gentleman should follow. The parties present, the seconds each of the parties is entitled to 1 second. The parties decide whether the duel ends when first blood has been drawn or when one of the parties surrenders. Let it be remembered that in Toussaint, by order of Her Knight and Holiness, or Her Highness, duels fought till last blood are punished by immediate imprisonment. The challenged parties select their weapons for the duel. The challenger is obliged to accept the choice of the challenged party. The parties duel according to the rules agreed upon. The seconds ensure a proper course of the duel. When the duel is over, the second announces the winner and the loser. It is strictly forbidden to put forth any claims, blood revenge included, based upon defeat in the duel. The duel is commonly regarded as an instance putting a definite end to the dispute. So pretty much what it was like in real life. Ducal Chronicles, 2nd Amended Edition. Is it like D&D? Okay. The Ducal Chronicle, 1st Edition. Both daughters Sienna and Henrietta. The wondrous world of insectoids, a supplement. Let it be known there exists no being more wondrous than a giant centipede. Sure, if you think that. Centipedes are kind of creepy on their own, normal sized, and they're already freaking huge sometimes. I've never seen one, but I've seen pictures of them, and they can be freaking huge, unless it's a millipede. Unless it's a millipede. If it's a centipede still, fuck them. They're freaking huge sometimes. Okay, Journal of Research into Archaeospores. The venomous archaeospore. So far I have managed to distinguish 3 of its variants, distinguished by colours. Green, the most common, yellow, and finally black. I have not seen black, ever, which not only exhibit the most aggression, but also show the extraordinary ability to pollinate plants near instantaneously. My research into archaeospores continues. I think I have reached the point where observation is no longer enough to bring satisfying results. The species attacks mainly using a mandible located in the center of its flower, although when highly threatened it may also spit toxic fluid. I also was able to discover archaeospores are particularly sensitive to fire, which may prove useful, or a useful piece of information regarding how to neutralize them if necessary. I've made up my mind. Tomorrow I shall obtain a sample of the fluid. I've already begun preparations. Well, you're dead then. Of fire and stone, planet of earth, water, air and fire. Earth and water together form a planet, around which circles air. Above air stretches the ether, fiery air on a sort. Fire. Past fire lie the subtle sidereal heavens, the firmamentum. Okay. Catechans, a monograph. You know, we've already come across catechans. I don't know why you're telling me this now, but sure. Ithlin's Prophecy. Oh, blizzard, knives of time, the white frost and the white light, time of madness and disdain. Final age. Henicare. Kikimores. Truths and myths about the insidious insectoids. I'm getting a lot of stuff from these things. Hellhounds, harbingers of the end. Alright, that's all the books. I am a learned child now. Although I'm not really a child, but yeah. Oh boy. There's a bunch of things to do. Jesus! They're everywhere. Let's check out the quests, because I'm pretty sure there's something here I'm supposed to be looking for. Meet Lieutenant Orwell, a good Corvo Bianco. Auction, find the Grandmaster Smith Lafargue, and so you can make use of his services. I need that because it gives me access to Grandmaster gear, which I want, because it's an upgraded version of this. Godkins.
The Witcher's not nearly.
Let's have a look in here before we go. Hello, merchant. Have I already spoken to you?
Whoa! A Witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
You doing alright if you're that excited to see a Witcher?
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Henrietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
Alright, let's see what you got.
Show me what you've got in stock.
Please have the red petal things. Damn it, stop hiccuping. I need to actually see what I need for it. Red mutagen, red. I need winter cherries. So I'm gonna pin this because they all need winter cherries. Can I just make a red mutagen? No, I still need the winter cherries. In order to make any red mutagens, I need that. So here, I'll make one of these because I've got enough of those. Oh. Well, there you go then. I can just make it. Fine by me. Whoops. Concoctions of the grasses. Don't need that because I've already done it. Don't need that. Don't need this because it's for a quest and I don't need that. Damn it. The only way to get these is to kill the respective monsters, but the only way to do that is by doing the options I didn't do, which is to kill the Doppler in in Novigrad, the one that was stealing things, the succubus was the one that was sleeping with a bunch of people in Novigrad, but killing them at the same time. I let that one go. I let them both go because the Doppler was just stealing things to live and wasn't actually hurting people, whereas the succubus was killing people, but was killing people that were pushy or bad in a sense. But if you want to get the toxins, you have to kill them because otherwise you will not get them, which sucks. It really sucks. There are two chances to actually get the succubus one. There's that one that I just told about, and there was the other one in Skellige. The one that was in the cave, where we could choose to kill her or not. So that was two options, but I missed both because I didn't want to kill him. But yeah, I don't think he has what I need. All he has is this, which is what I have, so... Oh well. That's all.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Thank you. It was good to buy stuff from you, because now I can actually finish off this damn tree in the mutagens. I believe it was this one? I don't know, I'm trying to remember. When drawn, magic, unique, and Witcher swords increase sign difficulty or damage dealt by 50% of their own damage dealt. What? That doesn't make sense to me. Each adrenaline point increases damage dealt received, or decreases damage received by 15% to a maximum of 45%. I can't remember which one I'm supposed to have on. Second life. When vitality reaches 0, you become temporarily invulnerable and regenerate 100% vitality. When drawn, unique Witcher swords increase damage, sign damage. Or each adrenaline point decreases damage received by 15%. Crossbow damage is increased from 99 to 767. Values depend on crossbow's use, and crossbow critical hit chance increases by 50%. Crossbow bolts pierce and knock down your stunned opponents. For opponents struck when they have full vitality, use 15% of vitality. Start combat sword and... I'm gonna go with the one that has the least drawbacks, which is this one. I need to research one more by the looks of it. Damn it, I need one more red mutagen. But we're getting there, we're getting there.
Welcome back.
If I... Let's see if we got another
Show
one.
me
Switch to the alchemy. Alright. Can you make lesser red, or do you have to find lesser red? No, but I still need these damn fucking winter cherries! Why are they so hard to come by? They're important! Like, you can get ones for green and blues, but reds are so stupidly hard to come by
till next time
that they're like impossible. I think there's only 2 people that sell them, and they're like so far and few between. I'm gonna look it up. 1 second. Red cherries. The Witcher 3 Red Cherry. Or Winter Cherry. Winter Cherry is a rare plant introduced in the Blood and Wine expansion for the Witcher 3. Oh, so it's only in Blood and Wine. Okay. The Winter Cherry can be acquired by harvesting it from renovated garden at Corvo Bianco. The plant grows together with blue lotus flowers and Nazari basil. It does respawn, but it takes a really long time, like hours. That should only take hours to respawn, or realistically a few weeks. You have to go finalize some quests, not just meditate. You can only get them from Corvo Bianco. What? Are you kidding? Does no one sell them? Don't warn me about Witcher 3, come on. It's an old thread, looking for Winter Cherry. On by doing a wine and grey. It was only landed with Blood and Wine. Playing New Game Plus, I bet with those extra skill slots of Black and Wine. I've only found it available from your upgraded Garden Corvo Bianco. Somewhat off topic, but can Blood and Wine only be played after the main game? I needed the Winter Cherry to make wines with. You don't get winter cherries from neckers, you get red mutagens. Neckers all along the Skellige coast give them pretty consistently. So it sounds like the only way to get it is to pick them. No one sells them. That is stupid. I can't believe they made it that way, because it's the only way to get red unless you somehow get them. And there have been few and far between instances of actually earning red mutagens.
Oh, Witcher, the guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its tricks and rot in chains.
Why do people keep saying that?
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the Peyrak Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of...
Hello there, Lafargue.
Greetings.
A Witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for Witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they
all of
then
them.
perished,
Just
but
coincidentally, all of them arrived in Tucson.
I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer?
Yes.
Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No,
a ghost.
I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters.
I'm imagining a ghost shopkeeper
Bring
now.
me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
It's like no one comes to the shop because it's haunted, but the ghost just wants to sell things. It's like, ah, welcome, would you like to buy a guitar? Ah, it's a ghost. Ah. It's like, no, come back. I just want to sell things. I don't know why he's Dracula, but yeah. Vampire, no, Dracula ghost. Okay.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Such a bad thing. I can do that.
Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Tiensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand.
Oh.
What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
I mean, I don't see the problem with that.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew,
Isn't everyone racist though in this? Like everyone hates elves.
While he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Alright, tell me where to look for them.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school, of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
I want the bear, because I'm wearing that right now.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
Because I'm wearing it.
Appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed. The bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
Alright, what about the wolf?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian.
Gropian?
They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims...
Hey, Swordmaster, glad you can make it.
Chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
Oh no. What about the Griffin?
The Griffin? What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago. but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind.
That always seems to be the case.
Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
Alright, what about the cat?
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome Delaunay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Alright, it always seems to be that the cat's involved in some bad stuff.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a Witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time.
Sounds normal.
Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with
of course he did.
Ducal Guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy Prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
You got it. While we're here, let's see what you got.
What do you have on offer?
Because I can sell some of my wares to you that I don't need. Crossbow, Carol. Well, seeing as I already have... Oh no, I already sold it, never mind. Wait a minute. I don't know where I got this from, but it's alright. Viper Melitith, I can sell this. The Adversary. Torun. Melitith. Torhen. Geralt's Armor, Mastercraft Woolman. Guardsman. 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 Alright. Do 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 do. Infuse lizard hide. Well, essentially what we're doing is that we're trying to find these Grandmaster gear so then we can upgrade our current gear to the newest. So essentially right now we've got Master Gear, or Legendary Master Gear, and he's going to be sending us on a quest to get the Legendary Master Gear, or Grandmaster Gear, which is the highest tier you can get, and the best armor in the game. So Yay!
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Alright. So, obviously the first one I want to look for is the Ursine. Let's see how far away it is. Oh boy, it's all the way over there. Great. But first, I want to go to Corvo Bianco because that is the only place I can get the thing. There's also this, but let's do the Corvo Bianco first. Which is just south, or north. I don't even know where my own vineyard is.
They say a great thing about you.
Becketic came up wilted something.
Hello there, herbalist.
Welcome. Herbs freshly picked, dried, powdered. Whatsoever your heart desires.
Can I have a love potion?
Let me see what you got.
Because then I can fall in love with myself. Turbitor? I mean, I got a lot of these, so I don't need any more. I've got 62. So goodbye. Have a good day, miss.
So long.
Oh, whoop, no, put that back.
I can't believe it.
Out of my way, peasants.
Lebiota's freezing lungs. Maria Witcher.
That's me, a real witcher. Man, just looking like straight ahead of this place is so pretty. Even years later, this is still a very good looking game. Even though for some reason some people say it looks bad. Only Major calls guards as peasants. Hey, everyone's beneath me in this game. That's a cool building over there. Just on the mountain, you can see it from this far. How far away is it? Not that far, I can walk it. Yeah, once we get there, I'm going to drop off quite a lot of stuff because I've got things I shouldn't even really be carrying because I'm not using them. Other than the Witcher gear, everything else I can pretty much drop. Oh, whoa, don't fall off there, you'll die.
What have we here? The Tourney's champion!
That's me. I'm a wiener.
You spread some nasty...
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fauti. By order of the Duchess,
nice glasses.
I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
It better
Great.
be.
Can already see I'm in good hands.
So, tell me more about this place.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently he was a common cutpurse
Wow,
who
okay.
somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it.
Huh.
It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Good on him then.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Okie dokie.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
It's very
pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Okay.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Even if they didn't want to? Chickens!
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit.
It's not.
But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
I think the first order of business would be to upgrade this for my staff, because I don't think they're going to like living in muddy pits and chickens.
It matters not that a man's as fit as a fiddle, if he never gives...
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
That's very pretty, that bush. I want to touch that bush. You know, if I actually went here in the real world, like if it was real, I'd probably die from that. Because Jesus, all these flowers.
One of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Captured for the tourney. Then, during transport, one fled.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs.
Ow.
To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
I see. Right, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to check something. Call Major Dom will take me around the rest of my estate, and then I can start buying things.
Monsieur Boleus's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Right now it kind of looks like...
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
It would be a pretty good addition. I think this is where I'll probably be getting my red cherries and stuff. Or this one.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Yeah. Man, just playing this makes me more excited for the E3 when they show more 2077. Because it's going to be awesome! Apparently it's going to have more choices than it did in this game, so yay!
Our knight's errand?
Even a horse drops if you ride it with a constant gallop.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Oh.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Yeah. You get Roach a house.
Our knight's errand? They're so heroic, we had to summon a witch.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of...
Pretty much. That sounds of it. Sounds very ambitious.
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Is that everything? Because we are now returning back to the main door. Whenever I manage to get it, when it comes out, I know for a fact when I'm playing first, I'm playing one of my old Shadowrun characters.
The facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
It looks kind of run down too.
Though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
We have to go inside?
And welcome inside.
It's pretty.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately.
Well, speaking of that, I've got quite a few.
That, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Yeah. Think you could do some renovating?
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Almost decidedly, sir. The question is...
It'd be cool if you could do this with your own house, apartment, or whatever in the next game, or in 2077. Because that'd be cool. Like, you get your own apartment, and it's like, okay, I want to have red bed sheets and a blind that auto closes, and I want a disco ball that comes from the ceiling. Let's improve the grounds first, because I need those
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off.
Most definitely. Yeah, give me that. Let's do the armor repair table.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
How much will that cost? 1,000? Sure.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
Sure thing.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Might as well get the grindstone.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
It's still 1,000 though.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow.
I could use a good grind.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Let's do some house improvements.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking.
As long as it doesn't look like everything's been pooed on.
The residence positively sparkled afterwards.
Should have
but we
pooped,
also
that would have
made
been
room
better.
to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
5,000?
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around.
Alright then.
Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
That's good.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Let's broach some other stuff.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today.
We already did it.
But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
That's about it. Okay, bye.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Wait 3 days. Wait 1 day. Wait 1 day. Cool. Hanger painting. Let's put the... Let's put the ship leaving the harbour. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, an armour stand. Let's put down Geralt's armour. And the Toussaint Knights. I messed up. Let me try again. So Geralt's Riviera. Toussaint Knights, I guess the New Moon, and Toussaint Knight boots. There we go. Looking cool. That leads out. We'll put Geralt Rivia's sword here. I've heard rumours that abandoned Visual Bone abandoned no more. A pack of combatants have moved in there, made owners to Fistech Battery. Did I not read these? It's a nice painting. This is just reading all the books in my inventory. Jesus. Let's put down the Beauclair Palace. Ready? No items in inventory can be placed here. I think here we'll put Geralt's Rivia's shield. And this is the stash. The flash reading time. Pretty much just read as fast as you can. Right, we're going to put some stuff here we haven't used. We haven't used this. We haven't used the Caretaker's Spade. Don't use Iris. Or the Wooden Sword. We got that. Ornate Robe. New moon. New moon. I'm gonna keep the dress outfits because sometimes you get quests. Well, I have already gotten a few quests where I needed them, but I don't think I need them now. I don't know. Necker hide boots. Don't use that. Hide those. These don't weigh anything, so I'm fine carrying those. Right. Time to put more books in. Like, I may not need to do this, but at the same time, I prefer to do it so then it's not in my freaking inventory anymore. I hate that it does that. I don't know why that was in Polish. To sort out his books, pretty much. They're just gonna have like a whole chest full of books. I should probably also put some glasses in here. Level 34. I can take these back because I need to sell them. Because they're old. Uh, 34. 39. 34, 39, 34, 35, 51, 37. Like, I'm taking out stuff that I got from my first playthrough, which is pretty much gear that is too low level to actually be useful anymore. Take that. Viper, sell that. Manticore. Yeah, the The erendite is the best silver sword in the entire game because it keeps increasing in power, and it's the only. I think it's the only blade that gets charges that increase the power as you hit enemies. So was it that one? No, it was this one. Whoops. 58, 81. Put that one in. Mastercrafted. Viper. Sorry, it's probably boring seeing me just take all these items out, but I'm trying to save, fix up my space so then I can sell stuff that is from my first playthrough that I can't use anymore because it's pretty much useless. Level 1. Level 1. Level 21. Level 1. I have 2 Professor Spectacles. I can sell at least one of those. And then the rest are all books. And... oh, I didn't know I put these in here. Well, might as well put them in here as well. About 15 minutes, if not more, slightly longer than that. And put those in. Oh, I didn't mean to climb my bed. Let's head upstairs, just have a look around this room. This looks like a spare bedroom with a bunch of hay everywhere. Not bad. Alright. Let's leave. Oh wait, no, there was this room down here I needed to check. This is just like the kitchen.
Oh, I'd stop wine with that one.
Okay. So next is the quests again. Talk to Jacob the Woodcutter, meet the painter around noon by the western gate of the palace, which I probably should do now. We should also need to sell a bunch of stuff. So we'll teleport to near there.
Till we were red and sweaty.
Oh.
A nice errand.
Even a horse drops to ride.
A witcher.
Right, so we'll teleport to the Nilfgaardian embassy. We'll walk up to the blacksmith to sell a bunch of stuff, because the blacksmith usually has a bunch of money.
Nothing doing. Something weeks around here.
Wait a minute, it's you. Hi there.
Please, master, tarry not.
Francois, the Francois guy. Should probably mark this so I know where it is.
That witcher's rather handsome.
Yes, I am rather dashing. He's probably upstairs, isn't he?
The best steel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bunch of money, right. Superior legendary, need that. Superior mastercrafted legendary, mastercrafted Ursine, which is what I've got, but I've got the legendary version, so I don't need this. He doesn't have enough coin. What about this one then? Yay. Mastercrafted legendary, Necker high boots. Manticore boots, you don't have enough. Viper you do. Legendary Wolven. Manticore trousers. Viper. Right. Now you don't have enough.
Phil. No! See you later!
And talk to the weapons guy, which is literally right next door.
The best!
Yeah. I'm gonna be filthy rich by the end of this. Manticore gauntlets. Viper. Wait, why do I have Wolven gauntlets on? I did an oopsie. I've got the wrong stuff on. Then you'll use your money on the estate, pretty much. Yep, sell this, because it needs to be having the legendary in front of it. Mercy, silver sword, still not enough. Although I could remove upgrades, which would then give me the upgrades back, which would be pretty useful actually. That we should now be able to sell him the bad stuff. Legendary, 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 Viper, Ursine, Feline, it's legendary. I can sell him the Erendite finally, which is not what I've got. Legendary, legendary, Viper, Ursine Mastercrafted. There we go, we're back where we were. I can sell you the spade, and oof. That's about it. Alright, with that, we sold quite a lot of stuff.
So long.
Now let's go meet the painter before it's too late in the day. Because it's 11:36, we've got about 30 minutes, or 24 minutes in game to get there. And I think using fast travel also speeds up time, so I'm going to run there as quick as I can. Oh, right, I need to equip the right gauntlets on. There we go.
I vow to fight the Hanses to the death.
Out of my way, I've got important business with a painter. That little boy, get out of my way! Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. You know, I wonder if your character, or if Geralt isn't carrying as much stuff, does he then move faster? Or does it not matter until you get to the over-encumbered state? I probably should look that up. I'm here for my painting, Mr. Painter.
I'm here.
Let us go. We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
No time to waste then.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued.
You got it, man.
A work of mine, Turtle Dove o'er the Heath, hangs in the Ducal Palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And
what?
It was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said. And fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters. And poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes. Pierre Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief.
Not so fast, Roach.
We'll continue on foot.
Okay. You have some fun, Roach. We better not be attacked by Gorgons while we're here.
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
I suppose.
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
I'm just asking.
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
I bet we find out that these dicks, like...
I think it is life that imitates art. And not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingal. Take Baron de Cordel for one.
Oh yes, that nose. He actually had a mage enlarge it after he saw that the Reb Courage play. And now he's begun courting his
Spilled
cousin.
paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
I get the feeling these guys probably pushed it off the edge.
Footprints. Clear, but curiously small.
A child? Of course a child. Child always goes
Footprints.
for it.
Smudged.
They always want to smell the turpentine or something. I don't know. I got the feeling that I'm about to be attacked. I just heard some gurgling, which is why I felt that.
Got paint drops here, too.
Havana, I'll take that. And it went inside a cave.
Another stain. Could very well be a lead.
Okay, further inside we go.
Knackers.
Get out of here, you damn knackers! What are they doing? Just painting on the wall?
Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda? Empty container. Painter can't use this.
Painting accessories.
Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them.
Which is good. I want my glorious visage painted for all to see. There he is. I got your paint, painter.
Found your things. Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
Alright. If you could walk a bit faster, painter. Are we actually going to take the horses? Okay, fine.
We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Oh, I've got the wrong thing on. I've got Thunderbolt instead of Swallow. Whoops. You're right, this is a good spot.
This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, You must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
Sometime later.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
What we got? We got on horseback, heroic, or reclining. What shall we go for? Horseback, heroic, or reclining? I think horseback, we're literally on the horse. Heroic, probably standing in a hero pose or some sort. And reclining, I would think, would be in like a chair or something. I'm kind of tempted to do heroic. But horseback sounds cool too. Reclining sounds relaxed, so that could work as well. But I'm leaning more towards the first two. Heroic as well? Alright.
Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course. The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at the... well, that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin? Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Heroic. That's actually a pretty cool pose. Sure, we'll go for this.
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work with me. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
How are we supposed to chat then?
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
I'm surprised you didn't hear that, Geralt.
And hide. Dearest mummy!
Hey there! No flying for you! Stop trying to fly! Damn, Griffin. Whew.
Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square.
If you say so.
Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
You said you were going to add a griffin in later, so yeah. Sure.
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid. Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped.
Well, yeah.
Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. Ah, I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles.
Thank you.
And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
Uh-huh. Now I'm gonna loot the body. Yay, Griffin trophy, that's all I'll get. Okie dokie. So I gotta go back to him about sometime later. Talk to Jacob the woodcutter. I want to do the where is it? Ursine gear, which is to the east, which is fine by me. I'll get this, then I will fast travel to the Corvo Bianco, which will then go around here to get to this area. Yeah, that was a nice side thing. We'll get to see the painting later, and then we'll pay for it and put it in our freaking whatchamacallit, our thing. This is underground, so I'm not gonna waste time. I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, we'll put it in our villa once it's done. Docaton Crest. Oh, we can go to the Cockatoo soon, actually. The estate. Yeah, that's it. You got the word. Thanks, Swordmaster. Words are hard. Big moon. It's probably a good idea to take Roach. You'll probably be faster than running.
Run, Roach. Damn, something's seriously wrong here.
Where?
Go, go.
Guarded treasure. Barguest. Come, damn tree. Green fire! Pause for all. Life is perfect, life is excellent. Magic, beauty, possibility, and drama and surprises. Numerous surprises. You, father, also is in for a surprise. To become an actor, you chose another home for him, the army, so your son has a surprise for you whose feet will never touch the ground again. Reach out for your son's hanging corpse and make the safe sack full of crowns of which you sold his life to butchers. Okay, that's really dark. Filament stream. Roach. Let's go before those wolves pick up our scent and try to attack us. Don't know why you stopped, Roach. Keep going.
Oh, films today.
Flovive.
foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
Huh. Let's have a little wander around. Back door just got kicked in. There we go. Oh boy, all of them! 17th of May, 1243. I'm surprised they got the same month. I thought they had a different month system. Response to my notice, a witcher, big as a mountain and bearded as a dwarf. He asked about the contract, then said he'd take it for about as much coin as we set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve, but I had no other choice. I had to agree. Caused by some subterranean monster, he searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Marcescent forest. Plans to enter through to it tomorrow. The witch hasn't returned. Some elf in the city asked him about him. Now that's some nerve, given our address to non-humans. Enough of this. I never want to hire a witcher again. It'll be 10 days since he took his retainer and disappeared. I plan to sell the things he left behind to recover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left scraps with scribblings that no one will want to purchase.
Whatever beast the witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
He probably took the rest of the things with him. Oh boy! Wraiths! You got me stuck in between a ghost and a hard place. Vengeful spirits, eh? Besotted Clerk's Journal. I've decided I shall ask her tomorrow. Man, oh, this is long. Clarissa, she's never said as much, but I can worries her. I wanted to invite her to dine at the best eatery in all of Beauclair. Clarissa, thus I shall propose to her tomorrow in the abandoned wine cave which serves as our meeting place. By cobwebs and old barrels of wine, but tomorrow marks the end of all that. But I promise in a year's time I will exchange it for a silver one. They both died down here. Great! Which is probably why there was these weird pathing things down here, because these are all flowers and candles. So he's probably going to try and propose to her with that. And then they ended up getting killed by freaking wraiths. Either that or they were the wraiths and died. The door is locked. Alright, let's go check out this cave before we stop. I am stuck. Thank you. I should also probably rest until morning.
Works hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so great.
Out of my way. There's a guy up here that wants me for something.
Come here.
Hi. Let me just save before I talk to you.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Right. All ears then. Tell me about the monster.
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Fine.
Fine. Monsieur de Bourbeau.
The emphasis falls on the last syllable. Bourbeau?
Mm-hmm. See, now I'd rather emphasize something else. Tell me what this is about, monsieur, or I'll change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
I see.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere.
Thanks.
But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of.
Is that from the other guy that I just saw? The one with the collapsed building?
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in your social statuses, do you perchance remember the farmhand's name, monsieur?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this house.
Collegial? Jeez.
She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yea or nay?
Let's talk about my pay.
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
I want to overcharge you so much, but I get the feeling that if I did so, you'd probably kick me out. So I'm going to go for 620.
Come now, be reasonable.
That is reasonable.
Come now.
Okay. 600.
Come now.
Do you just not want to pay me at all?
Come now. Come now.
God! What do you want from me?
Come now.
Okay. I only get one more chance. I will put it down to 540, which is just 40 extra crowns.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
Good.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
How am I going to disturb them? I guess I'll have to do this right now. Go to the cellars after dark. Oh, well, in that case, no I won't. I'll go do the other thing.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
But yeah, to what you said, yeah, it is pretty cool in the light, the armor. I like the reflections and stuff like that. Mercescent Forest. New marker, cave entrance. Alright, Swordmaster. I'll be finishing soon too. Thanks for joining. Let's go do this one first.
Entrance. Let's see if this Witcher left any tracks.
Oh, I guess something fighting us?
Time to end this.
Oh great, it's the centipedes. Ow. That is not what I wanted. I like the little ripple effect it does in the water. Is it dead yet? Now it is. Brown armor die. This one. Oh, hello there. Warning. Warning. Buildings around here have been collapsing because of a monster dug into tunnels all over the place. Not sure what kind of beast it is. Don't come after me and don't wipe my symbols off the walls because I need them to find my way out. Junod of Belhaven.
That's his school symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
I guess his follower got killed because there's a guy or person skeleton down here. I am trying to climb up so I can grab these barrels.
More symbols. Might want to look around some.
Oh boy, a bunch of jewels there. There's another symbol. One more. Is that him?
Must be the corpse of the Witcher from the School of the Bear.
I can barely see him. Damn it, should never have taken this contract. Still not sure what sort of monster I'm up against. Worried I won't be able to prepare properly. Stupid of me to bet the coin I set aside for the armor. Elves just love squeezing folk of the last copper, and those skinned flints like Tufo aren't any better. But no point feeling sorry for myself and no point going back until I got a full set of gear. Well, as long as you're sinking, might as well walk on the bottom. I'll find a way down it.
I should have never taken this risk. Must have really wanted the armor. I can probably make really good use of these diagrams.
Yay! Quest done. No, I need to get out of here. This way. This looks like a boss room. I just want to get out of here before we stop. I should probably put that other quest on before I forget to go back there. I also need to read the bestiary on the thing. No, is it a Draconid? That looks weird. With the witches drove to extinction, they were larger than their unspotted king and owed their names to numerous blotches and effusions. Yurdensign, or at least the Clinging Witch's Law. Alright. Grotore. Strong impacts, ethereal. Hymns, Jenny of the Woods. Alps. That resemble Bruxay in appearance, they are called phantoms by some, a name which fits well enough. They're most found from they attack at night and are most active when the moon is full. Alps cannot turn invisible, yet like Bruxay they emit a shrieking noise when shock waves can incapacitate. So does that mean they're weaker or not? Because the Bruxay can become invisible, but Alps cannot. So this looks like it's an area for a boss, but I don't see anything here. So I guess I'm here early. There's also a dead guy there, a bunch of dead guys, and this guy who's like perched on a rock. This way goes nowhere. Great. Another skeleton. You too, Swordmaster. Sorry, I just saw that. I didn't see that until just now. You're probably not here anymore, but yeah. Okay. Leads to a dead end. I guess I have to go back the way I came in. There you go. Owl Eye Grotto. Then I'll head to the other cave that's nearby, so then we can do that next time. But for right now, we shall stop here. Thank you for joining me this live stream, which has gone on a bit longer than I thought it would, but hey, I wanted to get that out and done out of the way so we can just move on for next time. So the next stream shall be on Thursday, about the same time. I'll try to aim to do it a bit earlier if I can, but no promises. So just expect it to be around about 3. I think I want to play more Witcher 3, so we're going to play this again. And next week we'll probably do Darksiders 2. But yeah, until then, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. As usual, as I always say, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching from YouTube, follow from there as well. Check the description or below the video on Twitch if you want to see how to help support me. Patreon donations, either or will help. Both will help immensely, but donations, or Patreon I mean, is the thing that helps support me a lot. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Hope you all have a good day. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you Thursday hopefully, and until then, have a good one, guys. Ciao.